Hello, this is Group 15's second submission for the CSC1058 group project. We are focusing on visibility issues in the AIB mobile app. When analyzing the AIB app, we found key issues in the visibility of the payment and transaction screens. Users struggle to navigate the app's features, and completing important tasks such as making a payment or searching for specific transactions can be quite difficult. We focused on reducing the amount of actions a user has to perform certain tasks, and making important icons obvious to allow users to efficiently complete tasks. In our final design, we prioritized the most important functions for users, those being making payments and viewing transactions. We applied a number of new features to improve the usability and visibility of the transaction page. So we have the icon here on the home page for the transactions, and when we click into it, we're brought to the transaction page. So users are now able to filter their transaction history to find specific results. This can be done by pressing the calendar icon, where users can now select the month for which they want to view their transactions. So for example, if I select September, I'm showed the transactions for only September. To view transactions from a different month or clear the filter and view all transactions together, the user just has to click on the calendar icon again and select one of these options. When a transaction is made, the fee appears in either green or pink, clearly telling the user whether money has come into or left their account. We add a color contrast between the borders of each transaction so separate payments can clearly be connected to the associated fee, rather than the user having to trace across the screen to see which transaction belongs to which fee. Users can scroll up and down the page to see all the transactions. To return to the previous page, the user needs to click the arrow in the top left-hand corner, and to visit the contact page, they click the phone icon in the top right. Links to important pages are displayed in the footer at the bottom of the page, which are constantly visible and clear to see for users. All of these features focused on making the app easier to use and features clear to see. The payment page, when we go back to the home screen, is clearly here in this icon with the description below. When visiting the payment page, we ensured important features were prioritized and positioned where users will look first. At the top of the screen, we have large icons for payment features. These icons have contrasting colors compared to their descriptions, allowing them to be stand out and be visible to users. There's clear separation between each function. Less frequently used operations are located underneath these icons, clearly laid out and easy to see for users. When looking at our failed designs for the transaction page, we felt further iterations were necessary because the design did not prioritize important features as well as it should. There's nothing telling the user if the transaction was an outgoing or ingoing one. The transactions titles were small and hard to read, and usability is limited with no links to separate pages or a quick way to move between the current and the previous page. Payment page lacks structure with an inconsistent display between the top and bottom half of the page, giving opportunity for users to be distracted and waste time when completing their task. The results from our evaluation were majorly positive, with the majority of our subjects saying they would recommend the app to a friend. We tested a group of 25 people between the ages of 20 and 50 using a structured evaluation methodology and gathering qualitative and quantitative research. Our main focus was to see if our changes to the app improved usability and visibility for users. We asked a series of questions centered around the user's ability to complete tasks and locate functions. These questions were answered of a scale of 1 to 5, or a direct question to the user. We ensured not to impact the user experience by allowing users space to use the app and ask them closed-ended questions that align with best practices. The most important feedback we received was that our design helped improve visibility and clarity. It was easier to use, functions were easier to find, and tasks were completed faster. We applied similar principles to other parts of the app, for example, the account details page, the cards page, the statements page, the profile page, and more. All of these focusing on prioritizing important elements, separating them from each other, and making features clearly visible for users. Users are also able to select an account to view. Doing so highlights the accounts that are available, showcasing again our visibility principles. The footer and header available on each page contain useful transport links that again increases the usability of the app, allowing users to navigate the app seamlessly. Thank you for listening to our demonstration and allowing us to demonstrate our design principles.